call it swag, some call it cockiness, some call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Florida's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense, it's a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. Jackson gonna throw it. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
He gets a hand on it. So the Oklahoma State Cowboys offense will take the field for the first time. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position one, objective number one today. Protect him, keep him upright, and let him get some confidence. You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on...
Oh, he's got some space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Cowboys are rolling down the field. Might as well give it to him again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know, you're in the red zone. You bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Not finding any running room. And I think that loss is going to give back what they gained on the previous play, and now it's third down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. It's caught downfield. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with them.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Jackson will throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling past and kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Rigby. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost one on that last one, it's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, I think this quarterback just has to be careful with his decision-making. Yes, he's one of the most talented guys in the country, but early in this game, we're now seeing him throw the ball into double coverage. He's very lucky that one wasn't picked off.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
So now it's 2nd and long. Quick handoff. Makes one man miss.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the middle. And that one's going to be knocked down incomplete, and we have knocked out the first quarter. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. The Gators will try to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They'll keep it on the ground. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And the Gators can really attack on this second and short. He's got it on the right. Ball is loose. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Will throw. Touchdown Gators! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Yeah, and it's money time. It's third and goal. You got the option. You can run the football, still be balanced, use the big fella, the tight end. I love it down here because he can act like he's blocking, slip out, and get open. And then he's got that big body. You just throw it to him, and he does the rest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead down 7-3. The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Cowboys with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Blasted as he lets it go.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. The Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. Now on the counter. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Look out, he's got room. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Cowboys kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Off play action on first down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Barney. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there.
Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
Now, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Grabbed in the middle, it's Jackson. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Under fire. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Jackson gonna throw it. And that one's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. They're snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
He'll slide and avoid the big hit.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. It was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down, and you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, and 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Looking to fire.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's what you do.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense has it. They're on the move. They drag him down, but not before they get the turnover and a terrific return on the fumble. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to go up top on first down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Firing to the right, complete. Oh, and he gets it back. A fortunate turn of events. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
That's tell you what, to get home to the quarterback and force pressure while just rushing 3 allows your back end to cover so much space. Now you got 8 guys in coverage. It makes you really dynamic in the back end of your defense.
Jackson will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And watching this offense the past couple weeks, man, everything's hard. And they got to find a way to get some easier routes, some quicker throws, some higher percentage things because they're just not hitting at a high clip. And they got to find a way to make things easier and alleviate some pressure off their quarterback.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's going to let one fly down the middle. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
The Gators will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Finds the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Caught in the backfield. It's Pride. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Started this drive with a bang, but now it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Barney. Just what they hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
It's caught. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Leaves it with the running back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Very intriguing Big 12 matchup today, gentlemen. Here's a look at how it finished up. Kentucky opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on third down. Jackson gonna throw it. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Gators will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 30. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Here comes the heat. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Might be looking to run. Quarterback gets the first down. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
And I really like the job by this offense because, listen, you've got the lead. Be smart with the football. You drop back, it's a scramble, the quarterback pulls it down, makes the play. Nice job. This is how you play with the lead. Take what the defense gives you and don't make mistakes.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll give it to the back. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one's way too far for everybody.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. Jackson will throw. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Makes the grab and brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They had a little extra time to dial something up this third down play. They'll try to get it through the air. And the defense getting a hand in there on third down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? And the Gators have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Jackson going to throw it. Setting up the screen. Breaks into the open. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that just shows you how much this quarterback trusts his baller wide receiver. He was double covered on that play, and still the QB tried to force it over to him.
Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there, and he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
He can't quite get there on the scramble. Dangerous with his feet, but this defense rises to the occasion and forces a fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got his man downfield. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Barney. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me.
There he goes!
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Now the play fake. Catch in the middle. It's Prime. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Ford. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. It's complete to the right. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. And the Cowboys will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Slams it ahead. Touchdown, Cowboys! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
That's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting the drive together late. This might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home, isn't it? Come back to the home crowd after you've lost a couple games. Get some mojo going back in your way.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Quarterback floating away from pressure. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens, and they get out of sync, and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the 1st down, and what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The Cowboys with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Punt is on its way. Just needs a crack to get a return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Jackson will throw. He's going to run it. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Going to sling it on 2nd down. He wants a big play here late. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Hicks. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They're wanting to pile up some extra points. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Timeout is called with just a single second left. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee.